Hello and welcome to the Athlete First Media Podcast. Today I am joined by Mountain Valley star in many ways, particularly about to be a star field hockey player, but also a star on the softball field as well, and currently also learning that she's a star on the ski slopes as well. So, Addison Libby, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, of course.
We'll jump right in this thing. What a year it was for you. That freshman year you're coming off of, obviously in a lot of sports, you had a lot of different experiences playing in so many. What was this past year like for you as a freshman?
I felt really welcomed by my team. I really enjoyed playing with all these girls. The seniors were so welcoming and they always had so much positive energy at practices. And I never felt like I couldn't ask them anything because they were always just so open. And some seniors are kind of cocky and you can't really talk to them. But I feel like these seniors really were opening and wanted to talk to us and wanted us to be part of the team.
I love that. And for you personally, obviously it was an interesting year, right? You were on the softball field, you were thrust into the number one pitcher and all only pitcher essentially,
Yes.
right from rip. What was that like to kind of have to immediately be a big player in the sports you're playing?
I knew that I had to step up because I was a freshman and I was the only pitcher on the team.
Yeah,
So I knew coming into it that was going to be like a big role, and I just didn't want to let the seniors down because I wanted them to have a good year too because it was their last year. So I just tried to take like every pitch at a time and just like try to really control my emotions and stay like out of my head because I knew if I got in my head, then it was just gonna slowly peter down like a hill
yeah.
during the game. So I feel like, yeah.
And then how was the first year at the high school field hockey players? Well, obviously the field hockey season's coming right up. What is the what was the first year like for you?
I feel like we didn't, since I've mentioned a rebuilding year, it's definitely the past couple years going to be a rebuilding year. We lost a lot of girls, but I feel like coming in as a freshman, I knew that I still wanted to show up every day, give it all that I had, prove to my team that I could start and I deserved a role to be there. I feel like some days just not wanting to go, but still giving 100% and everything you wanted to do. Waking up at 7, having double sessions is not fun, but
No.
it only makes only makes us all better. So I feel like just having the mindset of just getting up just makes you better.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting, right? Because you get the interesting perspective of, you didn't really have the time to get your feet wet at the high school
No.
level, right? You were thrown right into it from season one. Because field
Yes.
hockey's right before the whole school year starts. You start practicing with your field hockey team. So
Yes.
what was the year like for you as a whole? Obviously you said the teammates were great and all that stuff, but personally, how did you feel that freshman year went for you on the field?
And field hockey or softball?
All of
Both.
the above.
All of the above. I felt like it went good. I feel like I proved to the teams and my team that I did good. And I had set personal goals too, like starting. I really wanted to make first team all star for field hockey, especially which I did. So I was proud of that. Softball, and coming in as a freshman, my pitching coach is also the high school coach.
Wow.
So we had like a connection already going into the season. So we had already talked about all that type of stuff where I'm going to be put in the position of pitching and as a freshman. We go through like mentally, bases loaded, it's the bottom of the inning. We're tie game, winning runs on third. We do all that. So I feel like mentally and physically I was prepared and just knew that I was going to be there as a freshman.
Fair, yeah. Not an easy thing to do either, right? An incredibly hard thing to do actually is as a freshman and have that many expectations. And I think you did a great job with it. I certainly wouldn't have been able to tell, especially on the softball field, because I was paying so much attention in the softball season. But you instantly became one of my favorite pitchers to just follow. You had a really fun year, and the team had a really fun year. Obviously, didn't end the way you wanted to, but
Yeah.
certainly seemed like from the outside that it was a fun year softball wise for you guys.
Yes, we did better than we were hoping to. We had at one point 7 straight wins, and my coach had was like, I don't remember the last time we've had this because the last couple of years, they haven't had really a good softball team. So he was thrilled. We did way better than we thought we were going to, which surprised everybody.
Well, I mean, you were the head of that. I mean, I had a post. I posted on my story right as playoffs started to begin. Maybe it was right before playoffs started to begin about you pitching against another pitcher who I can't remember at this exact moment. But at the time, I had because I'm not paying attention to what class everybody's in
Yeah,
until I need to. And then at the time, I had no clue you were a freshman and you're going up in a playoff game against like girls who were established
yeah.
and held your own. Had a great game, and I mean, that had to be interesting for you.
Yeah, I feel like it was kind of most teams didn't really know about me, like especially how I just came up out of middle school. So I
Yeah,
feel like that kind of gave us like a step ahead because they were expecting just to blow us out when that
yeah,
didn't happen. So
yeah,
I feel like it's kind of like a little secret weapon because they didn't
for
really
sure.
know about me.
Did you how did the team? Did you feel like the teams like adjusted as the year went on? Because I mean, probably for the first time in a long time. Not to, and I'm not tooting my own horn here, but probably for the first time in a long time, a lot of people knew about you
Yeah.
and knew about a lot of the players in Maine softball
Mhm.
wise. So there's like more information to go. So like, what was that like for you? Did you feel like teams were adjusting to you a lot?
Yeah, I feel like definitely we played a couple teams twice, so I feel like the second time around they were more ready and were alert more about me. I feel like teams at the end of the season that we hadn't played yet had heard already about like me for some teams, so I feel like they knew already about me.
What was that like?
It's kind of exciting to like we had
I have
some
to imagine,
teams.
especially as a freshman.
Yeah, we had some teams coming to our games and watching. Halldale, apparently, I heard this after the season, came and
Okay.
watched a couple of times because I was in Delaware, so I wasn't around when we played them in the regular season because I was playing field hockey in Delaware. So I wasn't around. I wasn't around when we were playing them. So apparently they went to a couple of our games to watch me. And then Derigo also came because we played them in the playoffs. So they came and
Yeah.
watched a couple of games with their coaches and their players. So I think just when they come and watch just gives me even more of a reason to just do my best and give it all I've got because they're watching and I want them when I play them to see that this is what they're gonna see.
Yeah, and I mean, for those that don't know, which I don't know how they wouldn't know, especially if they're listening to a podcast that I do, you obviously, as a freshman, your season looked like 92 and a third innings pitched, which is always fun to have a third of an inning there at the end of a season. 10-6, which is incredible. 92 hits allowed, which is incredible for 92 innings. It means he only had a a 7 hits per seven, which is
Yeah.
good. 59, which again is a very solid number to have, especially at the high school level, and certainly as a freshman, you don't see that a whole lot. And then 76 strikeouts, which would put you just under. Oh Lord, like it put you around roughly like
Yeah.
6 strikeouts per game, essentially, 5 to 6 strikeouts per game, and ended with a 3.79 WHIP. I mean ERA, and then a 1.64 WHIP, which is again very good numbers, and especially when you factor in the fact that you are or were only a freshman. So, I mean, for those who didn't know, how to put that out there. And then, just a little nod for it.
Mhm.
Well, as the season progressed, because, I mean, at the first start of the season, I mean, I'll look at it, but I think you guys rolled off a bunch of those wins right off the rip. Yeah, I mean,
Yes, we did.
yeah, after the first, like, week and a half of the season, you guys were sitting at 5-1. So what was that like? I mean, to be 5-1 after the program,
Yeah.
like you said, that hasn't been necessarily been doing that.
Yeah, it was just so energetic after all our games, all the like the fans cheering as we're running. We always go to left field after our games and circle up, and our
Okay.
coaches talk to us.
Yeah.
So I feel like just sitting in that circle, just feeling all the energy out of all the seniors that are just like so excited about this season because when they're freshmen, sophomore, junior, new year, they hadn't experienced any of this because the teams were never really good for Mountain Valley. I feel like for softball the last couple of years. So I feel like just having them see those smiles on their faces their senior year and just hearing the energy, the fans cheering is just amazing.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear your perspective because in an unreleased podcast that happened on this podcast, an episode that wasn't released Due to technical issues, the whole thing like exploded basically when I tried to upload it. It was actually really rude. Filmed like an hour podcast with with Lana Waite. Um, sh yes, who you played in that playoff game, and I got insight from her before that game. I think the day before the game, I talked to her, and obviously you guys had played twice during the regular season, and the second one was very close, 2-3. What was the perspective from you? Because I mean, obviously I can compare it. The people can't compare it, but I can compare it to how she felt certainly, and I mean, obviously, again, not the results you wanted, but still a great game.
Yeah, I feel like the first time we played them, it was more of they're our rivals. Like we have to beat them because we're all going to Derigo.
Yeah.
But I feel like the second time it was more of okay, we need to win now. Like we're going home. Like we're not continuing on. And it was close both games. And we had an outfield mistake, and they scored two, and it was the seventh inning, so the game was over. But I feel like we all gave it everything we had, and it was just a really emotional game for our seniors too, especially.
Yeah, I bet. I look back at this first time you guys met, right? And I mean, 3-2 final, right? And it ends in a walk off. Tells you pretty good about how that game went.
Yeah.
And obviously you face a pretty dang good pitcher in Leah in both of those games. So obviously in that second game, yeah, like you said, just unfortunate mistakes at the end kind of make the comeback hard
Yeah.
because going into, like you said, going into that bottom of the sixth that they had, right? You have the sorry, I'm like getting frogs in my throat the whole time.
It's okay.
Yeah, going into that inning, it's 5-3, which is very attainable. And then obviously, like you said, you have the walk and then a single and then a walk and then infield fly happens and then you have the unfortunate ball that goes to the outfield and then
Yeah.
scores the runs. Obviously scores all three runs. So it was tied at that time then.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yes,
Yes.
it was tied. Yes, sorry, my brain is
It's okay.
all over the place. So yeah, and then like you said, unfortunate mishap that allows that to happen, and then you guys can't rally in the bottom of the inning, which I can't blame you. It's going to be deflating after something like that happens, and then trying to go
Yeah.
hit after that. But obviously showed where you guys could be, and like you said, very young, so a lot of chance to get better. Um, is the excitement around like the school? I mean, you gotta have some excitement around the school too, right? Because it seems like you guys in a lot of
Yeah.
your girls' sports are a good spot right now.
Yeah. I feel like when we came back that week after, well, actually, it was on the last day of school
Yeah.
when we had that game. So I feel like most everybody stayed around after the game, gave high fives, hugs. Mostly everybody from our school went that really
Wow.
watches sports.
Yeah.
So we had a huge fan club full of our friends. So I feel like them staying around after and just saying congratulations, you played a great season, just stuff like that's really heartwarming and makes you feel good about yourself that you can completed that.
Yeah, for sure. Um, Okay, now that I've talked to you enough about what's happened previously, let's talk about what's happening this year. We're about to head into your sophomore year with certainly a whole lot more expectations than you had when you entered in as a freshman. How are you feeling as you head into this next season or life season, I guess is a better, of sports as you go?
I'm feeling really good. I feel super hopeful. I feel like field hockey, we have our schedule's really good this year, so I feel like we should be able to get a lot more wins than we did last year. I feel like everybody's starting to come together more. I feel like now I also have my feet under me also a little bit more than last year.
For
I
sure.
um I have a lot of hope, I feel like, for the field hockey team. Softball, we lost a few key players, so I'm hoping there's a few freshmen coming up that I'm excited about. So I'm hoping that maybe they'll be able to fill in those spots, and we should have a pretty good team too this year. We'll be losing three or four seniors this year in softball. In ski racing, there's about seven kids. There's three girls and a few guys that play. Well, that ski. It's a very
Yeah, what do you
small
say for
team.
that? Play? Ski?
Have a race.
Nice. Sure, that
Yeah,
works.
having a race. Yeah, we go to Saddleback, Black Mountain, because that's where we practice at Black Mountain.
How would you practice?
There's gates that the coaches set up, and when
Gotcha.
there's snow, yeah, and then when there's no snow, it's called dry land training. And my our coach is actually the gym coach at the high school. He has like, access to the bikes in the fitness room, so we'll go
Nice.
biking in the fitness room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. How is your prep been? Because I mean, as someone who plays a ton of sports, you obviously have to you want to get better at each one of them. How do you have time to do that?
Um, I prefer running at night. I don't really like running in the morning. I hate getting up early in the morning to
Fair.
start running. So
That's fair.
I prefer like before dinner running. Normally I run in like downstairs in my treadmill because or we have a camp in Scarborough. So I also run on like the roads in Scarborough too. I practice outside by myself in my backyard. We have a wood pile in the back, so it makes a really good shooting for field hockey. And I also have
Yeah.
a softball net too that I can pitch into, and my mom will
Okay.
catch. And since it's off season, one of my catchers actually today we went down to the field and I pitched and we hit a couple buckets of balls.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Would you say that softball's like the main one that you train in the off season, or like do they kind of all get like softball gets a little bit more, but like there's still a lot for each?
I feel like there's still a lot for each. I mean, pitching, I try to keep consistent. So I feel like that part takes a little over more, but I feel like the running part's kind of equal for both because it helps out with both. Like shooting in the back kind of helps with like batting too. I mean, kind of all just melts in together.
Yeah, I like that. Kind of like not just training for one, but allowing yourself to train for like multiple things and not just like
Yeah.
stay too focused on one of them. Sorry, I'm just apparently dying over here. I'm trying to drink it down, but it's not working. As you head into this field hockey season, what are some personal goals for you?
Personal goals. I feel like no matter what I feel like sometimes our team gets, last year we got blown out a lot. So I feel like our team would sometimes really get down on themselves and then it'd be the third or fourth quarter and everybody's just giving up. So I feel like this year one of my personal goals is to just keep everybody just in the same spirit the whole time.
Gotcha.
For me, I feel like I prioritize just being a really good teammate because I'd rather be a really good teammate and the worst player than be a really bad teammate and the best player.
For sure.
So I feel like for me, a personal goal is just to always have just an energetic spirit and just lift everybody up, no matter how down everybody is. Because I feel like that can wreck a team if you're
For
just everybody
sure.
has a bad attitude. I also really like prioritize team culture because I feel like if there's just little cliques everywhere, then nobody gets anywhere.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. Um, I think it's gotta be weird for you, right? Because I have to imagine that a lot of the players kind of look to you for like leadership too, right? Because you are like I don't necessarily know all of your sports, but you're one of the better athletes, I would guess, in most of your sports. I feel like probably a lot of people are looking to you, even though you are just going into your sophomore year.
Yeah, a lot of girls, like, I love helping out girls. I love when they ask questions. Like, I like helping out freshmen. It would be like, oh, instead of this, I do this. Try to make sure like my tone is good so they're not like I'm not criticizing them, not pointing fingers. I
Yeah.
love helping out. We do there's a rec league. So this week, the rest of the
Okay.
nights, we help out. The high school helps out. So I love helping out like little kids to
I
like
love that.
learn the sport. So I feel like just helping out and just yeah, just making field hockey better.
I love it. I love it. Um, I'm interested what the future looks like for you because obviously I have to imagine that at least in softball they'll be called just looking at you. Obviously, I don't necessarily know what the whole field hockey scene looks like, how to get noticed and stuff like that. But I have to imagine with your ability that you'll have plenty of eyes looking at you. As just a sophomore, do you feel that?
Yeah, sometimes I feel like the more my name gets out there on like Instagram, stuff like that, people hopefully see it.
Yeah.
I play travel field hockey through
Okay.
main sticks in
Okay.
Portland.
Okay.
So this we go to like Virginia, Florida, Delaware, Massachusetts, New Hampshire. So I feel like emailing college coaches before tournaments about, hey, I'm interested in your school. Maybe you can, here's my game schedule. Maybe you can come to a couple of my games just
Yeah.
to watch too.
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of gets you out there as well.
For sure. Do you feel like you've been able to get your name out there, even though obviously you can't talk to like coaches yet?
I feel like, yeah, I've been to a couple of field hockey camps this year. So the main
Okay,
e-event camp was at UNE a couple weeks ago. So
gotcha.
I went there. I went to UNH, which was a 2-night camp where it was so fun though. It
Bet.
was so fun. So I went there. I liked a couple of the coaches, so I went to a couple of like their prospect clinics
Gotcha.
at the colleges. So I feel like doing stuff like that just to get your name out there and updating the coach after, like, hey, here's my game schedule. I went to the camp that you had hosted. Here's my game schedule. Maybe you can check out a couple of my games. I feel like just emailing and keeping them updated works,
For sure.
even though they can't really respond or say anything.
Yeah, no, I mean, they obviously see it. They just can't say
Hmm.
nothing. Um, do you think you'd like to play like more field hockey at the next level, or like what would
Yeah,
be your hope?
I feel like field hockey, I just play more than softball because I don't play travel softball. It's just I pitch year round through the winter with coaches, but I only really play softball during softball season. And field hockey I play through the winter, the spring, the fall. So I feel like that takes up more time. So I feel like field hockey would be something that like after high school. But I don't know, it depends on which one would come up.
That's fair. That's the right answer. That's the right answer for any coaches that are watching. That's the right answer. um, what drew you to field hockey?
So I went to my cousin's game. She played for UMF and she was a goalie. So I went to my first field hockey game. I'm pretty sure it's 2015. So I was 5. And I just loved
Awesome. That makes me old.
I just loved watching the game. It was my first times. After the 2 years, I think it was 2017, I started playing in the rec league. And I played for a couple years. Then I started with Little Sticks, which is main sticks, just the little version of it. And when
Interesting.
I was
Okay.
7, so I've been in the program for about like 6 years. What does that make it? 2025, so like 6 to 7, 8 years. So I've been playing. I got my first travel invitation in U12, and then I've been playing travel U12 through U16, winter and in the spring. Yeah.
That's awesome. What does that scene look like? Because I don't necessarily know what like the field hockey like summer scene looks like. What does
Yeah.
that whole thing look
So
like?
there's tryouts before all the tournaments. So we just had a tryout for this winter season coming up a
Gotcha.
couple weeks ago. So it was everybody goes to, there's a couple spots she does it at. So there's the Dome in Portland, which is off the interstate. And then we also practice at Ingersoll in Auburn. And then, so we have the tryout, and then everybody gets an invitation if you make the team or not. This, over Thanksgiving, we're going to Virginia to play field hockey. And then over Martin Luther King weekend, I'm pretty sure, is when we go to Florida. But I won't be attending Florida. I'll just be attending Virginia because I have ski racing.
Gotcha. Of
Yeah.
course.
So I feel like, yeah.
How do you balance all of that? Because I mean, obviously I said like, how do you balance the like practicing part on your end, but like, how do you balance like, because you're playing 3 seasons worth of sports while also like playing field hockey year round.
Yeah.
That has to be brutal.
Yeah, so field hockey is Thursdays and Sundays. So Thursdays is in Auburn, which is closer to where I live. So it's for like 45 minutes. So on a school night it makes it easier so we don't have to drive all the way down to Portland.
I bet.
We practice on Sundays in Portland. It's normally like 8 to 10:30. So at least it's a Sunday and we don't get home late.
Yeah,
So that's a plus.
that's gonna be really nice.
Yeah, so normally during softball season, I'd have to leave practice early, but my coach was okay with it because I'd go. Sometimes I had to be only practice for 20 minutes, and then I had to leave. But I showed up, so
Yeah,
it was
no,
okay.
100%.
Yeah, so
Still
leaving
fulfilling your
practice
commitment while
early.
doing your thing.
Yeah, I feel like just having the support too from my other coaches, being like letting them know ahead of time
Yeah,
that I have another commitment as well. So I feel
100%.
like just balancing that out along with schoolwork. Maybe sometimes I had to just do my schoolwork in the car.
Yeah, I bet. But there's a lot of
So
that.
yeah.
Before I get into like this next section, which is my fun section, which is like my favorite section, I would love to hear like, I mean, obviously, again, you're going into your sophomore year, so you still have a lot of life to figure out. Being now in college, do you have like a dream job at this given moment?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what would it
Yeah,
be?
I want to be a sports trainer.
Okay.
So I want to major in like exercise science, and then I want to minor in nutrition because
Okay,
I feel like both of them go together if you're
for
going to be
sure.
like a sports trainer and a nutritionist.
Yeah,
So I wanted to go to college because I want some more like action. I feel like high school trainers, especially mine, doesn't really get much action unless it's like
yeah,
a bruise on the knee
yeah.
or
Correct. Yeah,
stretch your hamstring.
yeah,
So I feel like I want to be a sports trainer for college. Just being able to stay in the sport as well and like helping out with all the sports, I feel like sentimental means more.
yeah. 100%. Sorry, my daughter is leaving the house and needed to have a kiss from her dad before she leaves.
It's okay.
Um, what does that look like for you? I mean, like, you have to imagine like I mean, have you looked into it at all? Are there like and I have to imagine there's internships, right? If you're like when you go to college, I have to imagine like they let you like intern with the training
Yeah, I
center.
haven't really looked into it that much yet, because I've just been like checking out schools if they have
Yeah,
field hockey, what do they have for school like their programs. So I haven't really looked much into like internships, but I do know that my sports trainer does allow like your junior and senior year you can shadow her. But I also have a friend that I'll play main sticks with. Her dad works at he's like a physical therapist, but in his office there's also like sports training. So anytime I could also like shadow them too
gotcha. Okay,
to see how it works.
so you got the right
Yeah,
connections.
yeah, I do.
That's huge. I mean, that's truthfully. I mean, especially this day and age, like it's so much more about like having the right connections than it is having like the right degrees or the right like knowledge necessarily, but like having the connections and then building your knowledge based on like in real time stuff is so much more valuable.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I want to do my fun section
Okay.
because it's fun. Very simple why I like to do it. Who's the best player that you have played with? Now, this is kind of a loaded question for you because you play, well, three, right? Is that math? Three
Yes.
sports? So you play three sports. So I'd love to hear if you've got multiple for each, like one for each, or if there's one person who plays them all, which would be wild. But
Start off with softball because I feel like that might be a little easier. It's fresh in
okay,
my mind. So I feel like on my team that I've played with on my team or against.
with on your
With
team,
okay.
but it
So
doesn't
I
have to be
feel
necessarily well, I guess you don't do travel softball, but if you played like without like the people you play school ball with, who would it be?
okay.
Two. It
So
could
I
be
feel
anyone.
like Ali Maza, she was a senior. She graduated. I feel like she played center field. She was amazing. She would dive out for any ball. Good hitter too. She was just an amazing outfield. She also brought so much energy. She really was like the glue to our team, kind of held
Yeah,
us together. Like, oh, your head's down, pick it back up. Like, you want the next ball. You got this.
yeah.
Yeah, she's going to be greatly missed in a big role to fill next year in
I
center
bet.
field. Yeah,
What
in
about for
field
field hockey?
hockey, field hockey. Okay, I'd say in
All
high
right.
school on my team, I had probably Maddie Brown. She's in my grade too. I feel like she's also one of those girls where makes you laugh. Like if you look like sad, she also like helps you out if you need anybody, like need anything to talk to. She's one of my best friends, so we're really close.
I
So I
love
feel
that.
like having that connection and also like we bounce off of each other's energy. So I feel like knowing that she's there, if she sees me down, she picks me up. If I see her down, I'll give her a laugh, like,
Yeah,
get out of your head, come on,
yeah, yeah.
you got this. So
I
I feel
love.
like, yeah. And then skiing, probably Lily Belanger.
Okay.
She's gonna be a senior this year. She plays soccer and does track as
See,
well.
I knew that name. Trek. That's why I know that name.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, she's a phenomenal ski racer. She skis for Gould, like the program at Sunday River. So she's phenomenal. Her sister Jaden, she graduated a few years ago and she was a phenomenal ski racer too. She's
What?
very, very good.
How do you transition that? Like from like the high school slash like prep level to like the college level? Because I can't imagine all colleges have them. So you have like,
No,
how do you do that?
I don't really know. I feel like just yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, obviously, like I'd have to imagine like the end goal for something like that is like the
Yeah.
Olympics
Yeah, probably.
because there's
Like
not like these
Michaela
pro leagues.
Schifrin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Uh,
Lindsey Vaughn.
yeah.
Uh,
But like, how do you
I don't
like?
know. I don't know what many colleges around here that might have skiing because I haven't.
Yeah,
That's not a sport I intend to. After my high school, I just plan on being like a weekend thing.
fair,
It's not really at the
fair,
top of my
fair.
list.
I will say I do know that like the like up north teams do
Hmm.
have
Yeah,
alpine ski. I
yeah,
think.
yeah. I think Rangeley, I'm pretty sure has it
Yeah.
because I'm sure Saddleback is a great mountain.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's huge.
I think Umpy for college wise does too. I think that they might have it. There's somewhere. Maybe it's Bates. Oh gosh. I look
I think
again.
Ba- I think Bates has one.
I think it might be Bates that has it. Is
I
they
think
have a
so
bunch of
too.
skiing things.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know where
pretty sure
Bates
you're
is,
right.
but
I
I don't
think it's
really know where
Auburn.
Bates is. Is it?
I think so.
Interesting. Didn't know that. Then where the heck are they skiing? Like what mountain is close by enough for them to do that?
I have no idea.
Interesting.
It's a good question.
Interesting. They must be doing a lot of indoor practicing.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, flip the coin. Who's the best player you've played against in all of those sports?
I'm probably gonna go with the Monmouth pitcher. Oh, I can't remember her name.
Shanna
What is her name?
Parsons?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. She.
Yeah,
We had
she's
a very
nuts.
we had a very close game when we played them. It was just
Yes.
one error we had, but it was such a close game. But she was really good. Our girls, we could barely hit off against her. It was like laying down bunts, getting to first, laying down another bunt.
Yeah, she's incredible.
So
It's stupid.
yeah, she was good. She was good. She was very good. Probably her.
Yeah, she dominated all year long and then got to the state game and did the
Hmm.
exact same thing in the state game.
Yeah.
Just dominated. Mowed everybody down.
Yeah, she's a senior, right? She's graduating.
Yes,
She graduated. Okay.
I believe so, yeah. Hopefully for everybody involved. What about for field hockey? Who's the best player you've played against?
My.
There's
She's from Winthrop. What's her name?
a lot of them.
Can I ask my mom real quick?
Of course
Like,
you
can I
can.
just yell at her?
Pull mom up on the podcast. Have her answer.
Madeline Wagner.
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
I was trying to think of her name. I was like, I know it's an M. Yes, Madeline Wagner. When I played her last year against our freshman year, she played for
Yeah.
Winthrop. I think it was 4-0 in the first 3 minutes. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, actually, you're the second person in the past two podcasts to shout her out. I had her goalie and best friend on. So she was talking about her as well as her best player she's played with. So
Yeah,
you
she's
picked the
really
right one.
good.
She plays collegiately now, I think, right?
I think so, yes. When I played, we went to the VOV tournament in Thomas College for our
Yeah,
high school in Waterville a couple weeks ago, and she actually reffed one of our games.
for real.
So, yes, she did. They had college players like reffing the game, so she actually
Nice.
reffed one of our games. Yeah.
Love that. Oh my lord, who did I have on? Now I'm trying to remember. Oh, Sierra Harriman. She's their goalie, Winthrop's goalie.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw.
Your favorite player all time in any sport, or if you have
I'm
one
gonna have
for
to
each
go with
sport.
I'm gonna go with Maddie Brown, my all-time favorite player again, just because we have so much like energy and she just brings it all together, and we just have so much fun together, and she always makes me laugh.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Why did I write that down twice? The world may never know. All-time teammate Lily already asked you the best player you've played with, and I already did that. And the best mentor slash biggest inspiration in your life.
I feel like biggest inspiration I feel like would be my parents probably because both my parents played sports. My mom didn't play field hockey. My mom played actually soccer. So,
Okay.
yeah, my dad did football, wrestling, and track.
Oh,
So, nothing I do.
yeah.
Yeah, my mom did soccer, softball. She was a softball pitcher. So, I feel like my hearing all the stories about them and their like accomplishments and playing in high school and I feel like the inspiration to just always try my best. My dad giving me speeches about like you can't get that game back, so you might
Of
as well
course.
just give it all you've got while you can. And high school is over in 2 years, so just like trying your
Very dad
best in
thing to say.
everything. Yeah, trying your best in everything and just not having regrets. I feel like is my inspiration for my parents to just give it everything I have.
I love it. Do you have a mentor that you would say, like someone who's
Um,
helped you grow as a
I
person,
feel like
or
yeah, Gary Dolph, either like my high school coach, who I've had pitching since my sixth grade year, or my old middle school coach, Roy McLean. I bat with him sometimes, or
love that?
during the winter. Of course, now we can't do that since it's the off season, and you're not allowed to work with your middle school coaches either. Anybody? So yeah. So since before the off season, like going down, hitting buckets of balls with him, just him reaching out, hey, do you want to go to the field, or texting us, hey, like reach out whenever you want to go down to the field. I feel like just knowing he's there for us. He also says all the time, hey, if you're ever in trouble at 3 a.m., just call me. I'll come pick you up. So
Fair enough. Fair
he's
enough.
he's always there for us, and says if we ever need anything, just to reach out. So I feel like having a mentor like that, just he always says mindset reset. So every time I'm pitching, I'm always like mindset reset.
I like that.
He just sticks in my brain all the time. I'd say he's a big mentor.
Cool. Your best sports memory.
Okay, so
It could be
I
any
was
sport.
yeah, so it was softball. In my fifth grade year, I played for a rec team called Bat Girls, and I had never played before, and it was my first game, and I was put on third base.
Jesus.
So yeah, so it was this little like pop fly up into third base, and it was I caught the ball, and it was the first time I'd ever caught the ball before. So of course, I rewatched the video all the time, and just hearing
Love
all
that.
my parents cheering for me, and my friends' parents. I can hear their voices in the back, who I'm still friends with today.
Love that.
Just like getting chills every time I watch the video of, oh my gosh, wow, that was my first out ever I've done. So that's my probably my greatest sports memory, because I
Love
just
that.
replays all the time.
Yeah. Oh, that's super cool. Also, who in the world thought it was a good idea to put you on third for your first time
Oh my gosh, I don't know. It
trying to
was
get you
actually my
killed?
it was my high school coach, Gary Dollop. He was the coach of the Batgirls.
He said, "Figure it out. You'll be fine." Of
Kinda, yeah. My parents are kind of like coaching me on side of the fence, like, okay, this is what
course.
happens if there's a runner on second, where are you gonna throw the ball?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a learning experience for sure.
Did they know that you had like good reflexes? I mean, third base is
I
like
don't,
dangerous if you don't know how to
yeah,
play.
yeah. I feel like it was also we were in fifth grade too, and the teams are
That's
it was a
fair.
rec league through like our
They're not hitting very
GRCC, which
hard.
is our rec department. So it's
Fair.
kind of
More relaxed. No one's like crushing balls at you, probably, which
oh
is
yeah,
probably
definitely not
helpful.
like high school.
Yeah, because if that was that like your first time was playing third base in high school, that would be terrifying.
Yeah,
That's how you die.
yeah, definitely.
I could not imagine. Okay, this was my favorite one, and it's why I always end on it. It's your funniest current teammate, and then I want to hear some stories to go with it if you got them.
Okay.
Take some time to think if you need it.
Please come teammate. Okay, I might need a second.
Yeah, you're good.
I have a teammate, but I gotta think of stories. I don't know if I have any stories.
They don't have to be stories from on the field
Okay,
either. They could be like off the field stuff too, and then they're just hilarious.
off the field. Oh geez. Yeah, I don't know if I have any off the field, because I was thinking of one of my travel teammates,
Okay,
but we don't really see each other off the field really. It's just for
okay,
our games.
that's fair.
I don't know. I don't think there's really anybody that.
No, you're good. You can just shoot them too. If you got names, and then you can just start talking about them. Maybe something will come up.
Okay, yeah. Her name's Riley Millett. She plays for Levitt. She's one of our goalies for Main Sticks.
Gotcha.
She's a goalie, so she's has so much energy all the time. I feel like you really have to get to know her and talk to her during practice to
Yeah,
really understand her personality and really get to know her, because I feel like some girls, if you're like part of a clique, you don't really this clique doesn't talk to this clique.
for sure.
But I feel like you wouldn't know if you didn't talk to her about her personality, because once you know her, she just opens up. Like
Gotcha.
she's so many layers to her.
Yeah.
So she's always joking, like she saves a ball, she's like, "Ha ha, gotcha!" Like, makes comments like that. I mean, everybody just jokes around with each other all the time too. So I feel like doing that, she makes the most hilarious, funny faces ever. I mean, says stuff like from 2020s, like uh, just the sayings that nobody says anymore. That's just still funny. Like, oh my gosh, like Sigma, like
Man.
skibbity stuff like that. She's just hilarious. She comes up with the
My
most
lord.
craziest sayings that like probably can't say.
Fair. Fair.
she's just so funny, and she lets a goal in or something like that. She's always comes. She just wants the ball again.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like she's just funny, and she's just a really nice spirit.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like
I feel that. Yeah, some of y'all's like things. I don't even know what you call them. Phrases. I
oh
don't
yeah.
know. Trends, I guess is a better word for it. Uh, doesn't make sense to me. It makes me feel really old really quickly, and I'm not that old, but I
Mm,
feel really old really quickly. Like especially covering like athletes, and then like they'll say something in an interview, and I'm like, I I don't know what you said.
yeah,
And my
I
wife's
feel there's
very much so
definitely
like pop culture than I am, so she
yeah,
knows most of it. But
there's definitely some crazy ones. My mom works in the elementary school. She's a
yeah,
Title One teacher, math teacher.
yeah, yeah,
So sometimes she'll come home and be like, "What does this mean?" I'm like, "I've never even heard of that. I don't know."
it's wild.
I'm like, "Geez, I don't
The
know."
kind of stuff that you get to high school, and then you just start feeling really old really quickly.
Yeah,
As
I'm
high
like,
school moves on, you start to feel really old really quickly.
I can't believe that was 2 years ago. That was so long ago. Like COVID-19, that was like 6 years ago, right now. 2019, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like feels like not long ago.
No, it doesn't, and especially for me because that's when I graduated was 2020. So, oh wow, that was
I was in fourth grade. I was going into fifth grade.
crap. Yeah, make me feel old. Thank you, appreciate it.
My bad.
That's just weird. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. How is it that I've been out of high school now for this will be 6 years, which it doesn't feel that way. Yeah, it just feels weird. Be
Yes.
20, be 24 this year, and it's a little bit odd that that's the case. Because like literally, I can remember most of the stuff from like high school sports like it was yesterday, and in
Hmm.
fact, it was not yesterday.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, I'm glad it wasn't yesterday because not good times. I
Oh,
was
really?
I was a dumb teenager. Yeah. I mean, as I'm sure you're well aware, when you're in high school, it feels like high school is like the end all be all.
Yeah.
Um, and then you get out of high school and you get to be old like me, and you're like, why did I ever worry about that?
Yeah.
I've had more time out of high school now than I have in high school. I don't know why I ever worried about it.
Hmm.
That was so
Yeah.
silly of me. It's funny to think back on
Yeah.
sometimes. Do you feel like that's how you feel? Like that it's like
With some things, maybe like I feel like most of my life around revolves around sports. So I feel like sometimes I just think about like games from a couple years ago, and I'll be like, "Wow, I can't believe that was already last year." It just feels like yesterday that we just played that game. So I also feel like sometimes like thinking about seeing pictures and like, why did I make that face in that picture? Like holding up a peace sign because that was the thing to do when I was in like fifth grade. I'm like,
bro, I still do that. What are you talking about?
I was like, why did I think I looked good in that picture when
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
just holding up a
100%.
peace sign? So
Yep.
I feel like looking back to it just makes you feel like, wow, why did I ever worry about holding up a peace sign or doing stuff like that? I mean, wearing a certain shirt, like
Yeah.
why did I get that shirt if everybody had that shirt?
Yeah.
So
It is very odd the way that like that part of your life just like affects
yeah.
everything you do. It's very
Same with
interesting.
shoes, like everybody having a certain shoe and everybody has to have the shoe.
What's the shoe these days?
I don't really. So I feel
Is
like
there one?
Like
Okay.
Birkenstocks. I feel like
Yeah.
last year it was like Birkenstock clogs. I feel like was the main thing that everybody had. Yeah, I got a pair, but they're they're super comfortable. So I
Okay.
feel like last year was during the winter time, especially and towards the summer, it was Birkenstock clogs, then Hey Dudes.
Okay.
Most people wear Hey Dudes too, so I feel like those two were kind of
I was definitely the era of like Air Force Ones. Everybody wanted Air Force Ones. Do people still wear those?
sometimes. Yeah, I think I have a pair.
Okay. You definitely wore those like when you were in middle school, probably.
Yeah, I think seventh grade, eighth grade.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's so interesting the way that the trends go. And I am not chronically on TikTok. I actually don't have TikTok on my phone.
I don't have TikTok either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Love that for us. That's why you don't worry about that stuff.
But yeah, I don't have TikTok. I just have like Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook.
Oh, you have Facebook? You're on the old people social media. We love that.
It's because that's how everybody contacts for sports. Like for high
Really?
school.
Still?
High school, yeah, it's
It's like
mostly like,
coaches are like, this is the
yeah,
way to do it. Yeah, that's fair. Because that I'd be like, I don't know. I expected at some point for them to like move to Instagram like chats,
yeah,
and that'd be the
like my
way.
coach, some coaches try, like for travel, we use Team Snap, which is,
Team
it's
Snap?
all,
What is that?
yeah, Teams, it's like this app. She can make a calendar in the app of our practices and games, and then there's
What?
also like a group message, and then alerts send out when we have practices and times. So it's nice, but sometimes the app's glitchy and there's ads, so sometimes it doesn't work.
Of course there's ads. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so
I didn't know. I'm also not on Snapchat anymore. Again, you get to be old and you just don't worry about that stuff anymore. But
uh,
I didn't know that there was like I don't know what do you call it? Snapchat like Snapchat teams or whatever.
yeah, you can make like teams with like your groups to have like a Snapchat group, or you can just make like a group chat. That's what our softball team did because we
Fair.
had like a softball group chat with just players, like because coaches can't be in. Well, they can, but we didn't add them because I don't think they have Snap.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, it's very interesting to me because I mean this we're on a whole other tangent, but I'll still talk about this. When I was in I was in middle school and Snapchat like first popped off on the scene, right? Before that, everybody was on text apps, which I don't even know if people do text apps anymore. But
I don't know what that is.
that look you just gave me was hilarious. You don't know what like a text app like?
Like messages?
No, 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 no. Like there. Okay, so like iPhones have come a long way. I had an iPod for a long time. Uh, Man, that makes me feel really old. You have no clue what I'm talking about. So like obviously you know what like WhatsApp is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that, but not that.
Okay. Yeah.
So like it would be like you would like sign up. It would give you like a fake number, like it just like it give you a phone number, and then you would like text back and forth with your friends on that, and that's how most people did it, because like most people had iPods, not like iPhones.
Yeah.
That makes me sound so old.
I started with an iPad, and then I got to an iPod, and then I got a real phone. But
Okay,
I didn't get Snapchat till this year. The end of my freshman year, I got Snapchat.
probably a good thing.
Most of my friends have had it since they've been in like fifth grade. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got it at the end of my freshman year.
Okay, that's reasonable. I think I
Hmm.
got it. I got social media when I turned 15, I think. So that would have been, oh Lord, it's a long time ago now, almost 9 years. Holy crap!
Like,
I don't talk about my age ever because I feel so old. Uh, that's almost a decade ago. That's wild. I would have been, what grade would I have been in at the time? At 15. Graduated at
probably,
18, so probably freshman.
I'm just turned 15
I
and
was
I'll be
old.
a
I graduated
sophomore.
at 18.
Okay.
I was older for my grade. So yeah, either like eighth grade or my freshman year, I got like all the social
Yeah,
media. Started with
probably.
Facebook, and then Instagram like popped off soon after,
Hmm.
and then Snapchat started.
Yeah, that was my order. I got Facebook, Instagram, and then Snapchat. Because
Yeah,
Instagram I had to have for field hockey, like posting your schedule and stuff for travel. So I had that first, along with Facebook. So
fair. Yeah, but then we did those text apps. It was wild. It was like the Wild West back then. I really don't remember like I started with a flip phone. Okay, this is gonna sound really bad.
hmm.
I started with like one of those slide phones because those were really cool when I was
Yeah.
when I was a kid getting phones like the slide phones like they slid like if your phone was like this it slid like to
Mhm. Yeah.
like extend and then there'd be the keyboard and the touch screen. It was really cool. I sound so old. This is awful. And I started with that and then went to an iPod. And then soon after I got my iPod, I got an iPad. One of those old generation, super massively clunky ones. Probably like the first generation, if I had to guess. My
Yeah.
dad like knew a guy who worked for Apple, and he would get him like free stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so we got like the iPad, so I did that for a while. I did like, oh my gosh, have you said you had an iPad, right? Did you ever have Instagram on the iPad?
Yeah, I have it on it. Yeah.
Have you? I used to use, but if you know anything about iPad Instagram, it's like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, your phone, like you can have your iPad like this, and then the Instagram's like this small.
Yes, impossible.
Yes.
and like super grainy because everything's like way out of distortion because it's like
Yeah.
too big. It's not meant for that. That's exclusively how I used Instagram for a long time. So there's like
Wow.
some really cringy photos, but I don't. I think they're all archived now on my personal Instagram because I was like, if I'm gonna have any social media where people can go find my personal, I need to hide those
Yeah.
things. There's just like really cringy, like heavy filter era me where like I don't know, like I have my iPad and I think it's huge, and I'm just taking pictures
Yeah.
on my iPad like a friggin' weirdo. I like looking back, I'm like that is such a weird thing, but like truthfully, like there's not. Again, we didn't have not everybody had like super good iPhones. If you had an iPhone, like
Yeah.
you were really cool.
Yeah. I feel like people use like Snapchat filters to like get their friends, like the ones that zoom in on their face or the ones that make funny faces, just to like snipe your friend. That's what it's called when you take a bad picture of them and they don't know.
Okay, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
you're teaching me things. We unironically sent those to each other. I mean, would you have been? Would you have known? I guess would you have known? Do you know about like the puppy dog Snapchat filter era? Is that still a thing?
Not really. Some people use it like sometimes, but not normally.
Did they use it unironically?
Yeah, kind of. Just like if you're it's like 1 in the morning, bright and early, wake up somebody with like a puppy dog face.
Okay, 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 okay. No, see, this was the thing back when I was in school when Snapchat first started.
Mhm.
Why we're having this conversation, I don't know, but we started it and now I can't stop. We like that would be like the way to like flirt with the other people. It would be like,
A puppy dog?
yes,
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't know that, and then the like flower like crown thing.
Like the yeah. I know what that
Yeah,
one is.
that.
Yeah, no, that's not really a thing.
Yeah, see, okay, that makes me feel so old. But like if I was like 13-year-old me or whatever, 15-year-old me was vibing, sending
Oh my gosh.
like nuts. I don't know why I ever thought it was a good idea. And again, there's pictures of, you know what? I'll expose myself. See if I can find them right now. I won't. I'm not, I was never in a puppy dog phase. That was not my thing. But
Just the flower crown?
yeah, 100% the flower crown. Yeah, that was my thing for sure. Let's see. I don't think anything's on my private. I mean, there's like bad filter stuff on my
Yeah.
just because that was the thing. Now it's just a lot of my wife and kids, so it's more wholesome these days than cringy, which is good for everybody involved. Let's
Yeah, I
look.
feel like sometimes if you send like embarrassing pictures to your friends, they'll save it in chat and then it's there forever, so they can use it against you.
But yeah, no, dude, this was 10 times worse. Because this was like you just posted on your own. You're exposing yourself.
Well, you'd post it on your story.
Yes. Well, stories weren't a big thing. Like posting them onto your feed was the huge thing back then. But like, oh man, let's look. Like, I don't want to be too cringy. I don't need all of these photos out on the internet. Let's look. Like, man, I did like, Lord, whoever let me had an iPad. This is gonna be so cringy. I apologize for what you're about to see. It's very unfortunately cringy. If you like hate this, I apologize. But like
No, I'm so ready.
this is like old school like you see how filtered that is? That's like the
Oh
stuff
my
that was getting
gosh.
posted to Instagram. And people were liking that. Why were they liking that? Who knows?
Oh, I feel like Instagram nowadays is like aesthetic pictures on a beach
For sure.
or like reposting other people's like cute pictures. So I feel like that's more of Instagram now.
That's fair.
Or like posting about like your sports. Or
Yeah,
most people,
that's a lot
yeah,
better
have
way
like,
to use it than the
yeah.
way I was using it.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Like, I just don't understand. Why did someone give me a platform? Bro, like, this is literally just, there's 5 comments on this one about me hurting my finger. What's happening?
Oh my gosh.
Like, what are we doing? Who needs this in their life?
I know, I'm always like, if I post this, well, 10 years from now, what's what's gonna happen? So it's mostly just like pictures of my friends and sport.
Yeah. This is me, literally. I mean, you could, well, blank out this girl's face because we don't need anybody getting publicized that doesn't want to be, but there's me with a flower clown. I told you. Crown, I told you.
Oh
There
my
it is.
gosh.
Can you see it?
I see it. I see it a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my,
There we
oh my
go.
gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody uses that.
I posted that on Instagram.
That's crazy. I don't even think that might be a filter on Instagram anymore. Well, maybe if you like search it up, but it probably won't pop up.
Fair. Wild. Sorry, I just got on a whole
Yeah.
tangent there, but
No, that's fine.
like that's what was going on when I was in high school. So that'll tell you why I think why I look back and go, what in the world was I doing?
Oh my gosh.
Lord. All right, I think I've taken enough of your time about reminiscing on my high school days. We've seen enough cringy photos. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Um, I'll give you the floor here, like I said at the beginning. I'll give you the floor here at the end. Say whatever you'd like. You can preface it with shouting out your social media. Hopefully, you've archived all the photos that look like mine. Um,
Yeah, I'll have to go in there and make sure.
yeah. Um, you can let us know when the first game of the year is. You can do all of that stuff, whatever you want to be. It could be inspirational quotes, whatever it may be. You have the floor for as long as you'd like here at the end to say
Okay,
whatever you
yeah.
want.
Our first game's October 5th. So we start school. Wait, no,
Holy
September 5th.
October. I was
September
going to
5th.
say
September
October
5th.
5th.
September. No, September 5th. We go to school. Our first day of school. So the freshman is September 2nd, but the rest of us go September 3rd. So I feel like preseason now, just getting ready for our first game. First football game, September 5th, too. So everybody's going to hurry and get back. Feel like I'm excited for the school year. I'm excited to see all my friends. Haven't really seen a lot of them this summer because most of my friends play travel softball. So, and I play travel field hockey. So they collide sometimes. We can't see each other. So I feel like just seeing each other. I'm excited to go to Virginia to play field hockey. That's super exciting. We went last year. Had Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving Day, we traveled down. Very
Oh.
busy. Had Chinese for dinner. Very good.
Oh, I do that every day on Thanksgiving. Every year on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so I feel like just excited for the school year and excited to just get back out there and show everybody what we got.
I love it. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you again for coming on. I will end it here. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you guys next time.